So here in RT News, we've been telling you about the story of Hershel and how he'd spent way too long in animal shelters without being adopted, but that's finally changed. And I'm here with Wayne and Joan, the new parents of Hershel. I mean, what was it like? And first off, congratulations, Hershel, for finally finding your forever home.
Finding a forever home.
Absolutely.
Well, my husband actually saw it on TV, and he recorded it for me, and then we watched it, and we said, we can't let this dog sit in a kennel his whole life. So we went and had a meet and greet with our other dog, Lucy, who's also a rescue, and they got along well. And then, we went in the room and met with him, and he was just so lovable, kissing, just so sweet that we were like,
he's coming home.
He's coming home with us, yeah.
So it was that 19 News story that you guys wanted to see?
It was that story.
And thank you for doing that.
Thank you for doing that, because there's so many dogs that don't get a chance to get on, and they've been in there, several years also.
We would not have known about, Hershel without that story.
Yeah, and tell me about how Hershel has been ever since he's found his home. You can see him, not sure if you can see in the camera, but he's hiding right under the table right now, just kind of sleeping a little.
He's a happy guy.
This is his nappy time, because he goes for a walk in the morning.
Goes for a walk and plays in the backyard with Lucy, and he's just a happy guy.
In the house, he's a couch potato.
And
he just snuggles up. He tries to sit on Wayne's lap. I think he thinks he's a puppy. Like, he's a big dog, but from being in the kennel, he kind of has a puppy head.
All the years.
Oh yeah.
He's like, he's great.
All the years that he's been at the shelter, and there were some adjustments that he had to do, right? Like with walking, as you mentioned.
Right. First time we took him, they told us he doesn't walk, he'll just lay down. We said, okay, so, we took him somewhere, and the first couple times he did just lay down, and we're like, come on. And we had some treats. He's very treat motivated, and got him up walking. And now we walked a mile this morning in Willoughby in the park, and he
has
did
fun
fine.
with it. And just, new places. Everything's an adventure now. Everything's new for him.
Yeah, and especially in a place as big as this, he can definitely stretch his legs.
He's laying in the sun somewhere, And I seen him laying in the sun. I was like, well, why doesn't he lay in the shade? And then I realized he probably never got a chance to lay outside in the sun and just kind of bake, because he's been inside.
For so long. Now, tell me a little bit. I know that you guys have adopted, especially, two of these dogs that have had such long experiences in animal shelters. What do you think kind of keeps dogs like these from being adopted for so long?
Don't know that. Really don't know. That's a question we ask, and when we ask them, why hasn't anybody adopted this dog? They're wonderful dogs. They're loving dogs, and there's such a need for people get out and adopt these dogs. Don't go to the puppy mills and that. These dogs need you, and I don't know what I can say about that, but.
The Humane Society said sometimes people just don't want them because they've been in there so long.
Yeah.
And he is, 6, so he's a little bit of an older dog, but he's still, he's just middle-aged. He's just coming in prime.
He's lovable.
Yeah, and he's still got a lot of energy to give.
He's very puppy-like, yes. He's very puppy-like, runs around.
These two love playing,
They play, and they're good for each other. They lick each other and roll around and have a good time.
Already best friends.
Already best friends, right?
And they got your neighbors over there have their dogs, and I was like, I go in the back there, and it's like, this was beautiful. It's like, I go in the back, and it's like, was actually having this dog was actually, Hershel was having a conversation with the other dogs, not barking, not growling, but almost like talking. It was really something.
Oh, that's so great. Hershel, anything you want to add?
Hey, bud. Anything you want to say?
Yeah. Put the mic right here.
You just want to give a lick, huh?
This is your moment. This is your moment.
This is your time. Yeah. He's a good boy. You don't want to say anything for the crowd?
Nah, I think he already said his piece.
I think so.
I think he already said his piece before when I interviewed him for the story that I did.
Right.
That's all I have to say.
And that was a great story you did.
Oh, no. We really appreciate it. For someone like Hershel, for spending so much time, it was a good opportunity for him to say his piece.
Right.
And, he's in his forever home.
And he's just such a nice dog. He's so appreciative of everything.
And where do you guys go from here? Is this happily ever after?
Oh, yeah. He's ours. We fostered to adopt, and in 1 week I would call him up like, Hershel's mine. I'm
He's
coming
the
to sign the
family.
papers.
He's the
you know.
family.
So it's like adopting a child. You got to go sign the papers and
It's
get
like
all
that,
his
sure.
information and stuff. But yeah, we from the minute we saw him, we were like, oh yeah.
He's
we
a happy
want- we
guy, and
want
we're
him.
happy.
Yeah.
We're happy to have him.
Well, any other final words that you guys want to mention? Looks like Hershel is ready to go. He's ready to have
He's
some
ready.
more
I
fun
think,
times.
Again, just want to say, thank you for doing this kind of story. I wish that more stories like this can be done, so that other people can be aware of dogs that need adoption that have been in the kennels for so long.
Right.
Yeah.
This
Rescue. That's
Rescue.
the way you show you love them.
There
Is
you go.
rescue them and give them a home. And I have a saying on my refrigerator that says, "A dog is the only living thing that loves you more than itself." And I think that's very true.
Yeah. Well, it's now time for Hershel to live that out
You
the
will.
way that he deserves. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for
no,
coming.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.